gotta just wait for the party to show up. um, I'm hoping to be able to use this stream for the future, just in case if I cannot live stream, or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night or something. I don't know. I want you to be able to come back to this stream and use this one. So I just want to start off by saying I love you very, very, very much, and you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I mean that. Like, when I look at you, I don't just see you as my girlfriend. I see you as the rest of my life, you know? I'm very, very proud to say that. I got really, really lucky with you. And I want you to know there's nothing that could ever change my mind. Um, but anyway, we're gonna find a story to read to you momentarily. Hopefully it won't be too long. I am currently just sitting and waiting for you to join the stream, so should only be a couple minutes, give or take. Sorry for going so quiet. I almost forgot. You might be using this in the future. I don't really know what else to say while waiting for you to join, but I love you a lot, though. I don't want you to ever forget that. Oh, you're here. Sorry, I didn't notice for a second. I was watching a random ass YouTube short. Alright, hold on, let me do a quick audio check to make sure we're all good. Hold on. Checking, checking, checking. Okay, we're all good. Alright, audio's working. Alright. I'll give you a minute just to make sure you get all comfy and all that. And I should let you know I'm not going to keep the stream up for very long. I do still plan on going to sleep as soon as possible. So just a fair warning, I'm probably gonna read this story, then say goodnight and end the stream. And get off and go to bed myself. So we'll see. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. Right. Yeah, stream's not gonna be very long, so make sure you're comfy, make sure you're ready, because best case scenario is you fall asleep while I'm reading the stories. Also, forgive me if my reading is a little off, because I am once again very tired. I'm gonna try my best though. By the way, I love you, like, a lot. Like, a lot, like, a lot, like, a lot, like, yeah, like a lot. So, anyway. I'm thinking we can either read the music room one again, or... Yeah, because that one's not that bad. What I should start doing, I should make a list of every one of these books and assign them a number, and then just do like a random number generator. Or like a roll of dice kind of thing. But anyway, we'll do the music room one because that's the one I somehow managed to click on. And this one's not that bad either, so... Alright. Leo the cat in the music room. What a terrible noise. They're disrupting my tranquil afternoon again, Leo thought, closing his eyes and covering his ears with his paws. Can't an old cat enjoy his favorite place to nap in peace? With some difficulty, Leo stood up. He stretched and yawned on a windowsill where he liked to snooze. Recently, Leo's family had been unceremoniously converted the room where Leo's favorite napping spot was into a music room. They had arranged chairs in a circle, and someone was always practicing on one of the various musical instruments that were scattered. Who the fuck? Okay, sorry. On one of the various musical instruments that were scattered around the room. He already hated the violin the most. It actually wasn't new that his family was playing music. There was even a dedicated music room in the house, but it was strange that they were now practicing in the living room. Leo's family had started being joined regularly by music-making strangers. Leo usually likes visitors, but these people didn't notice him at all. It was like he was invisible to them. They went straight to the chairs and became completely engrossed in their music. Generally, Leo didn't mind human-made music, but this... fucking whatever. The sound could hardly become music. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I found that funny. There was no harmony, it was unbearable. The noises that were coming from the new music room reminded Leo of the cat of concerts that occasionally took place at night in the neighbor's yard. Leo would what the fuck? That makes no sense. Leo would cautiously, but in the perfect safety of his family's home, never mind. But in the perfect safety of his family's home, look down from his windowsill and think of how very glad he was to not be involved in the scary hissing and mewing of the neighborhood cats. He imagined the stray cats were fighting for their territory. Maybe they were making new friendships, Leo wasn't sure. Fortunately, he was never involved. In any case, they made similar noises to the violin that was being played. Leo instinctively arched his back and shook the tension from his body. This always caused him to lose a lot of his fur, but he didn't care. A big cloud of fur drifted throughout the room, sticking to the armchairs, the carpet, and the musical instruments. Leo's family hated when his fur went everywhere. Just the other day, Leo overheard his mom looking frantically for a lint brush and yelling, "You'd think we have a lion in the house with the way Leo's shedding." She had continued complaining, "You can't leave the house without brushing yourself off first. Has anyone seen the lint brush?" After another few minutes of searching, she exclaimed, "That's it. I'm adding 10 lint brushes to my Christmas wish list this year." Leo wondered why his family didn't like his beautiful fur. Leo had a nice life with his family and he appreciated it very much, but this new band practice in his favorite room was too much. He decided he needed to defend his territory, like the cats in the yard. He wanted his family and their guests to see how much they were disturbing him. The next time the music room was full of people tuning their musical instruments, Leo took action. He couldn't stand by and let this go on. He began to rub himself against the guests' legs. This is how he usually charmed visitors, but today he had another motive. As he moved around and between people's legs, he left behind more and more little tufts of fur. It didn't take long for someone to notice. "Leo, what are you doing? Can't you see we're busy making music?" A woman began to sneeze repeatedly, and the man kept looking down at his leg. The trumpet player even said that their instrument sounded clogged, but none of them stopped playing music. So Leo started singing along really loudly. He worried the music would drown out his voice, but then one of the musicians yells, "What's wrong with your cat? It's impossible to concentrate in here." His family apologized for his behavior. "He's not usually like this. I don't know what's going on with him today," said Leo's mom. Leo was relieved they were defending him. He figured it was a good sign. Often when his family was very busy, they would lose track of time. Sometimes they would even miss his fixed meal times, which were otherwise very strictly observed. Leo wandered over to his bowl now, nudging it with his paw to show that it was dinner time. The bowl tipped over, causing a loud crash as it hit the tile floor. Thank goodness it was empty, Leo thought. He was normally very careful. But even the crash of the food bowl only caught one of the guests' attention, and only for a moment. "How am I going to get them to stop?" thought Leo. He could find another spot to rest quite easily. There were plenty of rooms in the house, but Leo didn't want to give up his favorite room that easily. He had another idea. The plants in the house have high value. They are a cherished source of pride to Leo's family. Sometimes Leo was even a little jealous of the palm tree, olive tree, and all the lemon trees because they were regularly tended to, burned, and checked for bug infestations. His father even spoke to them. Sometimes Leo wanted to scream, "They're just plants. You should be taking care of me." He wondered now if he nibbled at one of the plants he could bring an end to this concert. Leo walked over to a small tree that didn't smell too bad. He also was quite hungry now that it was so tempting. He jumped up onto the ledge of the plant's pot to get a better look at the leaves. Just as he was about to extend his paw to grab a branch, he lost his balance and the big pot toppled over. Leo leaped from the falling pot and grabbed hold of the chandelier across the room like a circus performer. No one could ignore that. Everyone dropped their instruments at once and jumped into action. Meanwhile, Leo dangled from the chandelier, but the room was quiet at last. Broken pieces of pot and soil were scattered across the floor. The guests looked between the cat, still clinging to the chandelier, and the rest of the floor in disbelief. Surely they'll help me down from here, Leo thought, but he had never seen his family so upset. "Leo, what has gotten into you today?" his dad yelled, struggling to compose himself. One of the guests suggested getting the cat down before the ceiling collapsed. Everything happened so quickly. Someone grabbed Leo and took him straight outside to the terrace and slammed the door shut. Leo sat there petrified. This was not how he had imagined this going. He was a very well-behaved cat. He had never spent the night outside before. How could they? He wondered. Instinctively, Leo knew that no amount of begging and scratching at the door would help now. He had really disappointed his family. Leo thought of the upcoming cat concert tonight in the yard. The human concert didn't seem so bad now. I wish I had let them have that room. What if they never let me in again, Leo worried. Leo walked over to the gazebo and hid under a blanket to wait. After what felt like an eternity, the gazebo door creaked open. I hope it's not the other cats, Leo worried. Then he heard a familiar voice. Where are you, Leo? His mom said. He was so relieved. His family must love him a lot, and he was quite sure of that now. The end. I, I hope you managed to get to sleep okay. I just want to remind you that I love you very, very, very much. I really, really hope you sleep well tonight, okay? I just want you to get all nice and comfy. Hold your stuffed animals nice and tight, right? And just imagine like I'm there with you. Imagine like I'm there holding you really, really tight, squeezing you in my arms until you fall asleep, okay? I love you. And talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna miss you, but I'll be at work tomorrow, so text me when you can. I'll respond when I can. Make sure you get some sleep. Like I said, just imagine me there holding you nice and tight, squeezing you in my arms until you pass out. Just imagine yourself sleeping nice and cozy in my arms. Alright. I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and put the stream down, so I love you, sleep well, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart.